Hello everyone, welcome to Ibrox Stadium. It is the press room and it is a very cold Rangers versus St Mirren, Tuesday the 30th of December, and I've got a very special guest. Happier than life itself. Amrit, welcome to the press room, your first game on the gantry. How are you looking forward to this one?
Yeah, good. I'm looking forward to having my cherry pop, Stevie.
I knew something was going to happen on this video. Dear oh dear, let's get straight into the team news. He's only here because he bought sweeties. Sponsored as well by Candide. Yeah, I'm not popping your cherry, just to be clear. I've had enough accusations. Right, anyway. Rangers team is Jack Butland in goals, James Tavernier's captain, John Souttar, Yusuf Chermiti, Mohamed Diamande, Tello Aasgaard, Jedi Gassama, Jada McHoma, Emmanuel Fernandez, Nico Raskin and Mikey Moore. On the bench is Liam Kelly, Max Aarons, Connor Barron, Lyle Cameron, Ravi Matondo returns after 3.5 years out, Clinton Nsiala, Kieran Dowell, Finlay Curtis and Danilo. There is no Miofsky in the squad at all, and there is no Dujon Sterling. Connor Barron also drops out. Amrit, your thoughts please?
Where is Sterling? Where is Sterling? Can we make a fast search to find out where Big Douche is? Because it concerns me. I hope that it's because he's just been rested for Saturday. But I'm sure we'll find out in due course the reasoning behind that.
We have asked the question.
And we're just waiting for an answer now. But yeah, I think Barron as well on the bench is because he'll be having one eye on Saturday. But looks like Danny Rose going for the 4-2-3-1 with Raskin and Dio holding, and then Thello, Mikey Moore and Gassman, Mikey Moore, and then Chermiti through the middle. A little bit concerned that if Chermiti's not firing, your only option up front then is to bring Danilo on, which is concerning. So let's hope the big man.
Has he ever been firing?
Well, today might be the start of it, Stevie. Who knows?
Listen, I thought he was better. We spoke about this on the actual pod. I thought he was better. He's just in front of goal. He's like a rabbit in the headlights. No composure. You need composure, Amrit. So, St Mirren team is Shamal George, Jaden Richardson, Richard King, Roland Idowu, Michael Mandron, Yona Ayunga, Alex Gogic, Michael Freckleton, Marcus Fraser, Declan John, Killian Phillips. On the bench for them is Ryan Mullen, Scott Tanzer, Liam Donnelly, Conor McMenamin, Dan Indaludu, Malik Dietstra, Dietsteel, Tamizi Sobawali, Fraser Taylor and Evan Mooney. I always
Can't
put
laugh at the names,
mate, I'm not laughing, I'm laughing at my pronunciations. I'm laughing at my pronunciations, mate, not at anything else. St Mirren, you've got to be honest and say that Mandron and Ayunga are capable. You've got Killian Phillips runs from midfield, Declan John on the left, Marcus Fraser. There's a lot there that to concern Rangers. I'm surprised we've went 4-2-3-1. We shouldn't be talking like that, should we, really, at home at St Mirren? But in reality, I think that they do have players that can trouble us.
Oh, absolutely. A big Ayunga's already scored against us this season when we went to Paisley. And Declan John on the left-hand side, I'm sure he'll fancy his chances against Tav, which is concerning. So Tav's going to have to use his experience and his positioning to try and gain a yard on him. And then if things aren't working, they've got Lundaloo coming off the bench, and he's a big, powerful laddie as well. So they've definitely got some threats there in the team. We'll need to be at full focus and concentration from the get-go. None of this waiting 15-20 minutes to get warmed up and get into the game. We need to be on it right out the blocks.
Yeah, absolutely. Spot on. Rangers, of course, with that 3, it's a big night again for Tello Aasgaard. If he can put together a couple, he's never been able to do it. He done it in flashes, Dundee United, and then he doesn't appear for 5-6 more games. He was a bit better at the weekend. Scored obviously the goal. We really need a performance out of him. Mikey Moore, Gassama, who I thought Gassama was decent when he went right hand side. Again, we said that on the pod. Is Mikey Moore then going to be on the left and playing more naturally? I'm excited to see how that. Well, I say excited, right? I want the potential to realise itself, because we all look at that and say they can be good players, but we've not seen it enough. So let's see what they can do tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that the 3, Gassman, Moore and Aasgaard, it's nice to see that Aasgaard's starting again. That'll maybe give him a little bit of confidence, having performed very well by his standards on Saturday there, and then he's kept his place, so hopefully we build some momentum and can make something happen today. The fact that Moore's there, a great ball carrier, really encouraged to see him. Hopefully he's sitting in the middle of those three just behind Chermiti, because I think that's where he's most effective, when he gets a chance to go places and have that sort of free roaming role behind the striker. I think that's when he's most effective. When he's out wide, sometimes he gets a little bit lost in the game. And then Gassman, if he can continue the good work that he did at the weekend and bring that form into this game, I think the three of them could do quite well tonight, hopefully.
Yeah, fingers crossed. It is Rangers St Mirren. We'll be live from the gantry and all the match action. Wonder if we can catch a goal like we did the other day. We'll try our very best, folks. See you soon. 15 gone at Ibrox. It remains 0-0 in what's been a fairly dominant Rangers performance so far without overly doing much. There's been a few efforts. A shot by Mikey Moore which was well saved. Not much else to write home about, but definitely Rangers were most in possession. St Mirren actually, ironically, have a long throw that they're about to take. Amrit, your thoughts on the opening 15?
Started really well, Stevie, really bright, positive, looking to move forward. Guys are looking for the ball, we're moving it well. We've got guys running off the ball. Mikey Moore's had a couple of good runs, and you've got Thello Aasgaard picking up the ball. Chermiti as well up front, he's had a couple of good takedowns, holding up the ball, bringing others into play, so very, very positive. This is as well as we've started a game as we can remember. The danger, what we said was before the game, was that sometimes we can take 15 or 20 minutes to play into a game, but we didn't want that to happen tonight, and they've absolutely started very, very well, and it's really positive and encouraging tonight. So
yeah, we're lacking a goal, but it's been a decent enough start for Rangers, that's for sure. We're 0-0, just coming up for 16 minutes on the clock. St Mirren were probably their first main venture forward. John Suter just handling one there as it goes out for a throw to Rangers. John Suter, who looks incredibly slim. Big Munjaro John, he's lost a lot of weight, that's for sure. Doesn't he, Hamlet, though? He does, he looks slight, doesn't he?
He looks svelte, he looks brilliant. Whatever he's eating or not eating, let us know. Stevie and I could do with losing a few pounds, eh, Stevie?
Yeah, Amrit's not coming back, folks. Still 0-0, 16 and a bit gone. 24 on the clock, and St Mirren, since that moment, Amrit, where I said we're having the long throw, they've kind of dominated the last, I would say, 7-8 minutes, resulting in their boy going through there. It was a good save by Butland, but it was offside. That's a poor pass from Diamande, the wrong side of Mikey Moore. Mighoma does have it. What's he going to do with it? Diamande's shot. Diamande cross is blocked. That's very frustrating. Very frustrating. We seem to get so far and then almost run out of
Stevie, isn't it, in the final?
That's a push, a definite push there by Fraser at the edge of the box on Jaden Mighoma. St Mirren, though, Amrit, that was an opportunity. The flag was up, but they're starting to tentatively cause Rangers problems.
Yeah, there's definitely a concern for there. We can't always be too focused on what we're doing going forward. We need to make sure that we're concentrating at the back as well, and it was fairly straightforward for them to get through us and get that shot, albeit it was offside, but that's just a little warning to Rangers about the threats that St Mirren pose, so we need to make sure that we're prepared and we're focusing and concentrating on what's going on.
Yeah, I think we just slightly lost our way the last 10, which is concerning. It's almost like they've already kind of ran out of ideas. St Mirren tough nut to crack, we know that, but need more from Gassama. We've not really seen Gassama at all. We've seen fleeting bits of Mikey Moore, but not a lot really. Nico Raska, good ball winning. What's Chermiti going to do? A lot of good touches, but again, he's not going forward with it. Now Gassama's in. Now he's at the byline. What's he going to do? Cut back. Must be Nico Raskin. The ball. I think the ball was out from the cutback, but Raskin steers that wide. Better from Gassama. Nico Raskin again getting into good opportunities. Ball played across, left foot, he just lets it slide off his foot instead of steering it. Remains 0-0. First real glimpse of Gassama, done really well. I don't know if that ball was in, it seemed to indicate the assistant that it was out, but we don't know if he's given out for that or out for it going wide. But thoughts on that?
Yeah, lovely move on the break from Rangers again, moved the ball quickly. Gassama getting into that position where he's running beyond, lovely ball fed through into him, and he's taking on the defender. When he gets going and he gets that pace, he's hard to stop. Done really well, hit the byline, cut it back. Nico just a little bit unlucky. I'm not sure if it just wasn't a little bit awkward for him, but a really good opportunity for Rangers. And now end-to-end stuff at the moment, Stevie. It looks like that's a free kick for St Mirren.
I'm trying to get Ian from This Is Ibrox to give me the jelly tots over, and honestly there's not been a chance yet. That was I think it was a younger running at Fernandez, which he does. He then gets taken down. It's going to be a free kick at the edge of the box here. Declan John will take this, and he'll fancy it. We know they can hit them. We may as well just stay with this on the old vlog for this moment. The amount of jelly tots that get stuffed in my mouth might be dependent on what happens here. Phillips, I know he would love to score against Rangers, that's for sure, and Declan John, formerly of this household. It's right, I would say it's probably about 10 yards outside the box on the left hand side of Jack Butland's goals. What's that? Eh? 1-0 Motherwell, we're being told just at this moment. Declan John fires it well over the bar. Motherwell lead 1-0. Amrit, Rangers are 0-0.
1-0. We'll score shortly, so yeah, good evening.
Here we go. Pressure from Rangers, 38 gone. Chamiti spins there and he's deflected over. Better for Rangers, the crowd are up for it. What an arse that referee made of that St Mirren substitution. Cost us 2 minutes of the game as well, but now Rangers have more pressure, Amrit. Goal's coming.
I think so, mate. This is getting spicy now, Stevie. I can really feel a goal coming. Rangers full of in the ascendancy, a lot of positive energy going forward. I can feel a goal coming very shortly, Stevie. It might be now.
Let's will this in. McHoma's taking this corner. My word, a different corner taker. Let's see what he can do. Can he swing it in? He does swing it in. Who's up there? St Mirren clear. Tav! Oh, deflected over. Another corner for Rangers. The pressure stays on. Just coming up for 39 minutes. McHomer was actually a decent ball. It went sort of front post, but St Mirren had a lot of bodies over from that. It wasn't a good area, definitely. Why is Tav over there? Short. Tav does get it short. McHomer though swings it in. Yes! Tell Aasgaard again! What moment that is! We said the goal was coming. We predicted it. We predicted it, and it happened. Tell Aasgaard. What a lovely little free kick now. They actually done that corner at the weekend. Fernandez got the header in. This time, McHomer and Tav out to McHomer. He swings it in. Beautiful cross by McHomer. And there Tell Aasgaard. Rangers lead, I beg your pardon, by 1-0. We called it. Goal was coming.
Whatever Scott Fry's doing, it's working. Perfectly worked. I was the first one to complain, oh, what's Tav doing over there? But it's in a great ball, and Tell Aasgaard has 2 goals in his last 2 games and an assist the game before, so he's in form player. Well done, Tell Aasgaard.
Yeah, Rangers lead by 1-0, and it was needed. Well done, Gers. It's almost 2 for Rangers. Straight away, Chamiti does really well, flicks it on. Mikey Moore's a shot from a really tight angle. The goalie lets it slip through his hands. Agonisingly for Rangers, it hits the bar, it drops to Dio. His is blocked, and then it's stopped for Chamiti, who is pretty much wiped out over there. He's done alright, Chamiti. It's almost like it's not natural for him up front. He does have a touch, he does remind me so much of Umar Sadiq, he really does. And look where he is now, but this looks like a bad one for him. But that was almost 2, Amrit.
It was great endeavour from Mikey Moore there. It just, it was a tight angle. It was a nothing. Almost similar to the angle when Shanklin scored at Tynecastle. But it sort of sat up nicely for him, and he's hit the target. I think the keeper was a bit surprised by it. To be fair, it slipped through his fingers. A little fumble onto the bar.
I think he thought it was in.
Yeah,
the goalie, the way he reacted.
Absolutely, and so did I, to be fair. And then Dio picks it up, and the play's been stopped now for Chamiti. But listen, he's played well. I hope he's okay, because he's had a really positive impact in the first 45 minutes or so, Stevie.
His link up in that is good, and he's trying, he's putting himself about. He just doesn't have that bit at the end.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like when you're waiting for Chamiti to do something, he does it well, and then the final bit, you're like, he doesn't really know what to do. But looks like he's up, looks like he's okay. Almost 2-0 for Rangers. We do have the lead. 43 gone. 47 on the clock, and St Mirren, what a save by Jack Butland it was. They get down the right, almost bundled John Souttar over it, surely a foul. Play goes on, it's cut back then. Brilliant save by Butland, and then it was who's the big sub that came on, the one that's on the ball now? Lundaloo, that's the one. He then has a rebound. Brilliant save again by Butland, but he's offside. Rangers just need to be paying attention, because here comes St Mirren again. It's Gorgic down the right hand side, swings it in. Fernandez blocks, plays it out for a throw. St Mirren will come and have a go at this. They may as well. They're 1 down, so they'll come and have a right good go at this. Sean Phillips I think Kieran Phillips, what's his name? Killian Phillips, geez, I'll get there at some point. He's got a long throw which he'll take now as well, so we'll stick with it. Amrit though, a slow start from Rangers.
Yeah, it just seemed to slow out the blocks, maybe just not focused or switched on, and St Mirren were obviously in the ascendancy, keen to get forward, and they've created a bit here at the start of the half. Rangers need to get a grip of this game.
Raskin does scramble it away. St Mirren are going to pile it back in, which they do. Gassama needs to watch. Oh, Gassama almost kind of pushed Declan John, but he did manage to defend it. John Suter sweeps it away. Going to have another long throw, I think, here from St Mirren as they put the pressure on.
Just a really nervy start here from Rangers, Stevie, really at the start of the second. They just calm ourselves down, concentrate, dial in a bit here. Don't want to give away a silly goal. That
guy Phillips really has a knob. Throwing away the ball, getting another one. He takes a long throw. And Tab manages to clear, but it's blocked. St Mirren, Declan John keeps it alive.
That's good pressure, Rangers.
Diamandi managed to pressure Phillips out. Fraser plays it back in. Rangers defend it now. What can Diamandi do? He almost turns into pressure. Chermiti's gone with him down the right hand side. Rangers recycle it. It remains 1-0 for about 50 minutes. Let's hope Rangers can pick up. That is an awful pass there. Godzic wins it really well away from Aasgaard, but Gassama so poor. It's quite end-to-end at the moment. It remains 1-0 though.
Come on!
Rangers have a second, and it is Manny Fernandez. What a ball in by Chermiti, who just done really well in the build-up. Rangers win the corner. The corner comes in, it's Tab this time, it's headed out the side. Chermiti gets it recycled from Diamandi. He swings it in on the right foot, and there's Fernandez right through the goalie's legs. Rangers have a second goal, can you believe it? It's 2-0.
Party time! Yes! Come on, Rangers! What a ball in, back stick. Lovely, perfect, superb. Chermiti's played so well. He's got an assist now, all he needs is a goal. Good night tonight, Stevie. 3 points and up the road.
So far, 52 gone. Manny Fernandez with a second. Rangers lead by 2-0. We'll take that. 67 gone. Rangers are about to make a couple of changes as Connor Aaron's going to come on for Mickey Moore. Connor Barron's also going to come on. There was a roar at Ibrox a minute ago, not for a goal here, but for a second goal for Motherwell at Fir Park. They lead Celtic by 2-0. This could be a pivotal night. Rangers do have a second. St Mirren have had a bit of a pressure. Till Aasgaard goes off for Connor Barron. Connor Barron has been excellent recently. Rangers do need that in midfield actually a wee bit. But St Mirren starting to come forward a wee bit more. Rangers have the lead 2-0. It'd be nice to go and get a third, but more important not to lose any. Amrit. Rangers are looking comfortable.
Yeah, we are looking comfortable. I think that's a wise tactical move now to bring off Aasgaard, bring off Mikey Moore and rest them for Saturday, ensure things up in the middle of the park. Now get Connor Barron in there, that wee man will just die for Rangers. He'll go and retrieve the ball, he'll get stuck in, he'll put a shift in. That's what we need now, because St Mirren, like you say, have played themselves back into the game in the first sort of 15 minutes or so of this first second half, so we need to just get a grip again. Oh, that's a nice ball from Tab into Chermiti.
Can Chermiti get something on this? What can he do? He started it really well. Get a break to deal. Swing a foot at it. He didn't. Goalie picks it up. Rangers lead by 2-0. Motherwell lead by 2-0. It might just be a good night for Rangers. VAR is checking a handball. Possible penalty. It's got to be for St Mirren. I don't know where it's from. Not got any clue. He is going to give it. Yeah, indicated straight away. Penalty is St Mirren. No idea. No idea who it's against. I've not seen it. Didn't notice it at all.
Jack!
So penalty to St Mirren. 75 gone. Probably what we really didn't need or deserve. It must be clear as day, but I've got no idea.
This goes in, Stevie. It's going to be a very anxious final 15 minutes or so. Let's see. Come on, Jack!
Yeah, Fraser.
Saved us before.
Fraser now against Butland. So we'll see. 75 on the clock. This will give St Mirren a lot of confidence, which we really don't need. It's going to be Fraser. Fraser normally goes down the middle. See what Jack Butland does here. Very long run up. I think he's going to blast this. Butland starting behind his line. Up he comes. I think it might be taken again. I think it might be taken again for encroachment. Butland did save it. It's a corner. It's a corner. And I said it before, Fraser normally goes down the middle. That's exactly where he went. Butland managed to save it with his feet. Rangers remain 2 in the lead. To Jack. Butland, they go! I've never taken him here again, by the way. Off his nut. Oh, good block by Raskin. Rangers do clear it. Chermati. Declan John. Phillip going to clear it in again. John Suter behind it. Raskin away. Chermati now. What's he going to do? Gets it away. Well done. Diamandi now on the run. Just get it forward. Keep the ball. Get it forward. Does well, Diamandi. Fans won't like that because he's went backwards, but he's done really well. 76 gone. Rangers lead by 2-0. Butland with a penalty save. I'm going to go and calm that down. St Mirren do have one back. It's 82 gone. It was a corner and it looked miles out. A free header at back post. Butland saves it well and then the rebound's headed in. St Mirren have been threatening. That was corner looked out. It really did. It looked like it looked out. Everyone seemed to stop. St Mirren have one back. 82.
Yeah, they've got to check that, Stevie. It looked, from where we were, it looked like the ball was out, but then it was our own doing. You know, Tav gets caught in possession, Butland gives him a poor ball, Tav goes down, it goes out for the corner, and we concede from it. So really we were the masters of our own destruction there, but we only ever operate in chaos. So we're going to give ourselves an anxious remaining 10 minutes or so.
It looked out to me. Like,
yeah, they are checking it. Let's see what happens here.
I genuinely thought it was out, but the goal's given. It's 2-1. Game on. 4 minutes to be added on. We're into the 90. Rangers lead 2-1, hanging on as such. St Mirren certainly trying to press. Diamandi coming over for Finlay Curtis. It's a needless situation, but Rangers did. They went 2-0 up, and that's 70-80 minutes. They took their foot off the gas when they didn't press on. The stadium had a lift, didn't capitalise, and St Mirren won the penalty they missed, and then have subsequently played their back into a game which they shouldn't be in, Amrit.
Yeah, I mean the pendulum has swung in their favour quite significantly now the last 10 minutes or so. They were lifted by that goal, understandably. I think a lot of substitutions for us in the last 10 minutes or so perhaps have affected the shape and the balance of the team, but I think Suter off the park as well has definitely hurt us. We conceded from a ball into the box, and I would say that if Suter was still in the park, there's no way they're winning that header. He was outstanding tonight for us, and we're on life support now, Stevie, for the next 2 or 3 minutes until we get over the line here.
Yeah, 3 minutes to go. Rangers do lead 2-1. I'm reluctant to do any man of the match shouts or anything at this moment in time. May revisit it, but it remains 2-1 Rangers with 92 on the clock. Finishes Rangers 2, St Mirren 1. It's currently Motherwell 2, Celtic 0. This could be a significant night for Rangers, closing the gap to 6 and 3. Amrit, it wasn't vintage. The last 20 minutes or so, unnecessary. I think the amount of changes disrupted us. I agree with you with Suter coming off at the back line as well, but I thought Ansial actually did alright when he came on. But we don't concede that goal in the air if he's there, in my opinion. I'm with you. Overall though, it's a crucial win for Rangers. Man the match, who was your standouts?
I think Fernandez played well for me, but I'm tempted to say Nico Raskin for me. I think he did his job well. He was quiet, but he wasn't, he didn't set the header alight, but he did his job and he was tidy with the ball. I thought he put in a good shift, so I would say probably Nico Raskin for me, Stevie.
Yeah, Jack Butland, penalty save, a couple of great saves in the second half. For me, he deserves a shout. Raskin, yes, but John Suter, I thought was excellent in the 75 minutes he was on. There was no real standouts. There was no real 8 out of 10s. I think there was a few 7s. But overall, we take that. Rangers roll on under Danny, and yeah, we're off to Parkhead with the possibility of going level with them and cutting it back on Hearts again. And Rangers we can't keep thinking too far ahead of ourselves. It's just the next game. The next game happens to be them. I think Danny Rose done a magnificent job consistently to get wins out of this team. I'll keep saying that. I'm a huge fan of what he's doing here. And I just hope it's going to work out. But a 2-1 win, we take that every day of the week.
Yeah, and it's all about results at the moment, Stevie. We're not really interested in performances. That can come later on. We just need to keep picking up points and getting the job done. And yes, like you said, it wasn't vintage, but we got over the line, we did the job, we got 3 points, and we moved to Saturday full of confidence, which they will not have coming off the back of a defeat today.
I don't know what was worse, Danilo's dad at Easter Road or Amrit up in the gantry.
Danilo's dad's got nothing on me, Stevie.
I don't think he does. Folks, it ends Rangers 2, St Mirren 1, and 3 points and up the road. It's alright, Chris, you're fine, on you come. Everybody, Rangers Review's most famous star, Chris Jack. 2-1 and up the road, folks. Cheers.
The Four Lads podcast is sponsored by Rhino Express, Clydeview Joinery, Athol Industrial Solutions Limited, and CSD Air Conditioning, in partnership with Black Rooster and Art of Gold. Thank you for listening to or watching the podcast. We hope you